Hey, yo, it's Davo. What's happening? Try to stay up for patch notes, but apparently, I think they're not coming out tonight. So, what we are going to be talking about is top five skill effects I think that are borderline useless and are the worst in all of Grand Cross. So, let's get into it. We got five, so let's talk about them. First of all, Halloween Lane. You might be thinking, pretty good unit to use in what was it? Yeah, Red Demon, right? The other person brings Easton, you both bring Escanor, right? Ooga booga, you got the buffs, everything is fine, hunky dory, right? But nah, bro. I, I mean, yeah, the buff's cool. Her ultimate cancel buffs and instances and it's stuns. That's cool. But I think this, this, I don't. I feel like this card sucks so bad, and I can't explain why. Uh, Obviously attack lower is like great, right? For like stall teams. They once were here, with Valenti and like Green Lilia and what Green Derriere, but nobody runs that anymore. So having like attack lower AoE really isn't the best, considering people can get considerably tanky nowadays, with your green small Diane, with your Drolls on your Assault Meliodas teams. All this resistance stacking, bro. AoE attack lower isn't all what is cracked up to be, unless the unit just like has some other way of like raising their attack values or like getting. Well, yeah, she can raise her attack right with the buff, but you're not using a lane because a lane is a lane. And I'm like, come on, low stats not that good, but like if there's no other source of your attack going up, like with a green goat there, attack lower isn't just all that good. Because, I don't know, it's just like this doesn't seem too good. Like there, obviously, in the comment section below, you can tell me whether or not you think the cards are like. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. If you think any other effects are terrible, but you can see it firsthand yourself. You can go into a red demon, you can do a level 3 a lane attack, and you can probably have the best gear on. She'll hardly do damage. She'll do like 5k damage at best with like your best attack crit damage set. Who knows? I'm like, that's really it. She's AoE attack lower isn't all what it's cracked up to be. It can easily get patience. It's not that great. Number two, I guess I can go ahead and I'll just talk about this one. Single target pierce. Not really the great, unless it's an ultimate, like a Matrona Diane. I don't really see it getting much play. Like I know Jillian is probably the only one who has it. I think Taizu has it too. He has a pierce single target ultimate. I feel like it's great on ultimate, but as a card, it doesn't seem too cool. Especially the fact that she's like the only one who has it, and she's a freaking SR, right? Now, if they bring out a new unit that's just like top of the line, makes the one look like dog water, then I could imagine, Pierce, like a Pierce single target would be cool. But like, I don't think Pierce having a single target would revitalize the team of Pierce. The whole reason Pierce was a meta because people actually had AOE cards, and Pierce just thrived on cleave damage, and if you just have Pierce and you're not having the AoE, you're just like hindering the whole point of having Pierce, because Pierce just thrives on cleave, and then you just make it a single target, and it's like there's no more cleave, so you just like do extra damage. What is this, like 3 times Pierce rate or something like that? And plus, I think they gotta have relatively good Pierce rate to begin with. Like Jillian has like 20%, you see here, so she's gonna have like 60%. 60%. Like maybe if you just re-roll the base stats, but nobody does that anymore. You don't really want to lose CC anymore. So it's like pierce single target's kind of a no-go. Next up, I would go ahead and say, let's talk about Millam. Yeah, we all know her, the one who has no pierce rate whatsoever. So yeah, she has spike. That's a good effect right there. But this one, disable ultimate move skills. Now, you might be thinking it's cool, it's good. Shin has it. Rim has it. The new what's ReZero collab unit has it, right? But she does it on one enemy. She goes from one enemy to all enemies on level 3. Why, when Shin and Rim can do it on all enemies on level 1? I have no idea why they even made this effect like this for her. when everyone else who has it in the AoE fashion. Well, I know Green Gotha has it, but yeah, it's single target. It's not AoE. It's all single target. Yeah, so single target like disable ultimate moves. It's kind of like borderline useless, especially because people have like debuff immunity. You know, you got to be able to break through shields now because Ellie's a thing. And then don't get me started with all that resistance stacks with like assault melee team. So it's just like overall not really great, unless like, and then like with the revitalization of dodge food, it's like all more where it's like, what if somebody just like they guarantee go first, right? Because you're running Millam. Let's just say they're gonna go first. They push the ultimate, they get it, and then you're like, oh, let me just disable that ultimate move. No, they have dodge food, so it's like kind of keck W. So that's her single target disabled. The AoE I feel like is fine because it can actually do some decent damage, and you can just stop everybody's ultimate move gauge, unless of course they have a cleanse or like remove debuffs or they get debuff immunity. For the next one, we got two more here. I think the worst, something that's worse than that, I think is Gallon AoE bleed. Just because I feel like they need to buff it. They buff shock, poison. What else do they buff? I don't know. They just buffed a whole bunch of other debuffs that was just like not too good whatsoever. But I definitely they did buff Gallon in the past. I just think they need to buff this skill because 76% at level 1 ain't cutting it. I'll tell you, dog. You know it's crazy because level 3 bleed is nutty. Like if you get the rank up, any like Glocks or even Mikasa like on a kitchen sink team with Ludo, you get that level 3 bleed. You apply that. Let's say you have Hendrickson in the back, and you apply that to the one or anybody who has like relatively good HP pool. It's chunking. It's chunking, bro. You get a level 3 bleed with Hendrickson in the back. It's nutty. It's scary. It's one of the scariest things you could possibly see. But AoE, I don't know, man. 190% of attack on all enemies, and bleed for 2 turns. Does it go up per 90%? Oh, it's just 90% of the damage dealt. So if you're not initially doing too much damage on the regular like multiplier, then the bleed won't even do that much. So that's why single target is like so much better. I don't know anybody else who has it. I know Mikasa has it. I don't know what the multiplier is. We can go take a look at it real quick. Mikasa. Yeah, let's take a look at her compared to it. Yeah, 350 compared to 190 AoE. So 350 is doing way more damage. You get that level 3 off, bro, is deadly. Bleed in the AoE form is not good whatsoever. And finally, I think the worst skill, I swear I used to praise the skill, but I swear I think it is falling off so hard now. But that skill is Ruin. I remember I made a video saying, yo, is Ruin the best skill in the game? Because you get to do so much damage based on like how many debuffs you have on the enemy. But it's kind of stupid because you increase damage dealt by 30% per debuff on the target and removes debuffs. The first part is absolutely fantastic. It's basically amplifying a form of debuffs, right? You think like, oh yeah, the damage potential is limitless. No, then it just takes it away. Why would I stun somebody and then use Ruin and it's immediately taken off? I feel like that is so stupid. I just can't it's just dumb. Like, just think about it, bro. Like you try to freeze somebody and then you do like a Ruin or something. It's just crazy. You seal them, you throw an infect on them. Like, oh, I don't want them healing, so I'm gonna throw an infect. Guess what? I follow up with a Ruin. They're done. Like, what is that? I remember. I think who did I go into a Great Demon with? I think I went into a Great Demon with Amazing on JP when he was actually playing JP. I found out, you know, Assault Melee, you can apply the defense lowers on the Great Demon. And then I had King and I did a Ruin card and it took off all the defense lower. I'm like, what's the point of that? So there you go, you guys. These are the top 5, I think, worst skill effects I think that are in Grand Cross right now. So that's gonna do it. Let me know if you can think of some other effects that you think are just absolute dog water. And I will catch you guys in the next one, alright? Peace out.